Okay guys, another conspiracy theory about Taylor Swift. I think I've heard it all now. That Travis Kelce is gonna win the Super Bowl because of Taylor Swift's influence on that. Because referees gonna be supporting her man's team just because it's an election year, and then she's gonna say, "Oh, I'm supporting Joe Biden. That's why we're all gonna win." I don't know about that, but another one is like she basically wrote a book, Argyle, and she didn't tell us that. She didn't take any credit for that. Why? I mean, it's probably like tons of explanations, but honestly, it's just another conspiracy theory. And an actress, Bryce Dallas Howard, went to The View and explained why she thinks it's not true. Let's see it.
So, Argyle, as we know,
Yes,
is based on a book supposedly written by a spy novelist named Ellie Conway.
Yeah.
But there's a conspiracy theory making the rounds. And it's actually the suit that Ellie Conway is actually a pseudonym for Taylor Swift.
Another great fan example of how amazing fans can be.
Listen, I would have been like Whoopi Goldberg. I mean, Taylor Swift is a little bit too much right now in the press. Everybody's talking about her. It's a little bit insane. But on the other hand, I can understand that because it's a demand right now. Like, a lot of people want her to want to know about her more and want to hear news about her. That's why like every topic is almost like 70% of the topics in the news about Taylor Swift. When we come to politics, Taylor Swift influencing elections and her fans, Swifties influencing an election. When we come to NFL and sports, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift boyfriend gonna be playing in Super Bowl. When it comes to music, because Taylor Swift is like #1 artist in the world right now. When it comes to movies, because Eras Tour documentary, and so on and so forth. So I can understand why some people, it's like my friends, especially like football fans, are like, oh, I don't want to even hear about Taylor.
Despite Whoopi being so over the T-Swift chatter, Bryce does elaborate on the conspiracy theory and gives fans a definitive answer as to whether Taylor was the real mastermind behind the story.
Taylor Swift is an icon and works very, very, very hard on all the things that she creates, and we would never want to take credit for anything that she wasn't a part of. And so so Taylor Swift did not write Argyle.
Yeah, she said that Taylor Swift didn't write Argyle, and I would say that Taylor Swift, with her name, with how she behaves or whatever, she would have taken the credit. That's my assumption. Again, like, I'm not trying to say that's the only way of thinking that I'm thinking that's the only smart explanation of that. Yeah, maybe she did, and nobody knows that, but it's hard. It's hard to protect somebody like that, to protect her name, like basically that she actually wrote it, and to hide it. It's extremely hard nowadays, especially with social media and a lot of different people posting stuff. But yeah, I know social media created this conspiracy theory about her writing it, and a lot of fans actually was like, okay, she wrote it, we need to read it. And I think it's a great PR move, because if you say that Taylor touched something, it already turns gold, like an ancient god Midas.
But none of us really have a full understanding of the mystery around Ellie Conway. And Matthew Vaughn, who's the director, his daughter heard about this theory about Taylor Swift and rushed into his room and was like, "Why did you not tell me that Taylor Swift wrote Argyle, Dad? Like, you should at least be able to trust me." And he was like, "Pardon?" And went online and saw this.
I can't believe that is a theory.
I don't understand why Taylor Swift, though. There's a lot of people in this country who care about cats. Why they decided to make it Taylor Swift. I only have one explanation: to make it better PR for this book. But it's also interesting to find out who this mystery writer of this novel, and who knows what kind of person we'll find. I'm sure all the investigators, investigative journalism will be like around that person, like, oh, who that person is? We need to find out. I'm sure it's gonna be like that because Taylor Swift is more popular than anyone else in this country. Like, let's deal with that. She's more popular than President of the United States, than Pope, Francis. Taylor Swift's world right now.
But it makes sense, though. It makes sense.
There are similarities.
Yeah, it's all subliminal, and or I should say probably entirely subconscious and unintentional. But she wears a lot of Argyle. There's a picture that Matthew saw of her with a cat backpack, and knowing that she is such a responsible pet guardian.
Yes.
Like, it was just like, okay, so what's the Like, what's this situation where someone's carrying around a cat and it's okay?
That
Like,
went right over my head when I watched the movie.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Okay, enough with Taylor Swift.
Okay.
I mean, we all know that Taylor Swift's a cat person, so she loves cats, obviously. So, I mean, but to think that because she loves cats so much, that she has the same breed as in the novel, she wrote it. I think it's a really conspiracy theory, and right now, tons of conspiracy theories in the internet. Sometimes you see the things that's going on in the media, like, oh, it's definitely a conspiracy theory, and like a few months later, you finding out like it was actually true. So we don't know. Maybe this story is true, and what we're saying right now makes no sense for people who know the truth, and for actual author can be Taylor Swift. Let's discuss. I want to know what Swifties actually think about that, and also help promote this video to push the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to this channel. It's extremely important.